Commanders, though, in a game where they were dogs, went to Arizona and not just, snuck by with a victory. They just flat out dominated. I mean, Jayden Daniels now and the Commanders are 3-1 leading the NFC East.
Mm-hmm.
Leading the NFC East, okay? So I wanted to actually pull up this clip here because I do love what's brewing down there. And again, you don't have to be a Commanders fan to appreciate greatness. It's good for the area. Jayden Daniels, though, Dan Orlovsky had a little breakdown. I want to show you that. His arm talent and the ability through his progression so far has been unbelievable to watch. Let's pull up that Dan Orlovsky clip if we can, Zach.
This kid's special in Washington, man. He is, I mean, you know how good this is? He gets to number 3, throws with a little bit of a unique platform. Look at that whip. And this ball versus man coverage is going to be painted on McCaffrey's face. Look at, he's reading up top 1 to 2. Like he's thinking flat route to spot route, back to Ertz. This backer runs through man coverage so you don't get any type of pick. All right, get off it. This isn't great versus man coverage because that guy's just sitting on it. Get to number 3 that's coming into your vision in this in crosser route. And then look how quickly he gets from flipping his head over, ball out. Flipping his head over, ball out. And then that whip motion. Watch this. 1, 2. Set to throw. It's not there. Good eyes. How quickly he gets. Look at his eyes are still left. Still left. They start to come to the right and move. Boom. Look at that. Man, that dude's good.
He is good. He's really damn good.
Yeah.
And here's just some stats for him right now. And look, it's what you're seeing is not a fluke, I don't think either. I don't think he's going to be a guy completing over 82% of his passes moving forward, which is an NFL record through your first 4 games, right? It's been unbelievable. He's got 5 touchdowns to 1 interception. Number 1 in the NFC East, and now they are 3-1. And I got to look through it. I think they went 15 straight possessions or something like that without punting, or something ridiculous.
They went at least 8 quarters without punting.
I think in the last 3 games they've only punted 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Something ludicrous.
Yeah.
Luda. Shout out Luda. Hey, Falcons had an unbelievable win, by the way. The kicker was killing me in fantasy for a different time. But Jayden Daniels, man, I think that he is a guy that the Commanders, they feel like they have who they're looking for. And Dan Orlovsky, the reason why I wanted to show that progression, I don't think that we see young quarterbacks be able to make reads that quickly and then instinctively still be able to let it go. Going through 2 progressions and then throwing a dot, and even though, he's a little bit off balance, kind of has that Aaron Rodgers kind of whip action. Mm-hmm. But, man, it looks like the training wheels little by little. There's a lot of screen passes in the first couple games, a lot by the line of scrimmage, and then little by little, Jayden's confidence has gone through the roof. So much that it's gone through the roof. Some people are making some bold claims here. Damian Woody this morning on ESPN's Get Up made a claim that I don't know if everyone's going to agree with, but it just goes to show you how well he thinks the young quarterback is playing in Washington.
Right now, what statement are you willing to make right this moment about Jayden Daniels?
Jayden Daniels is the best quarterback in the NFC right now. I'm going to repeat again. Jayden Daniels is the best quarterback in the NFC right now.
Cosign. I cosign.
Right now.
I love it. People won't say it because he's a rookie.
80% of his passes.
Right now.
I get it.
Who's playing better than Jayden Daniels in the NFC right now?
Well, nobody is completing 82% of his passes, so
That's
I get
the point.
it. But I get it. But I don't think it's attainable. I don't think he's going to.
I'm a big Dak
sustain it.
fan, but yeah, I'm with you. It's the numbers. You look at those numbers.
Is this real? Is what we are seeing real? The kid played over 50 games in college.
Listen,
he was as
I'll say this. Him completing 82%, it's bound to fall off some.
Right.
Sure. But
no one's.
But I will say this: all that experience in college translates to the pros. This dude, nothing seems to bother him. He's accurate, he's athletic, he's cool in the pocket, and all of that playing experience is playing out on the field right now.
And every team in the National Football League is trying to find the next Jayden Daniels.
So right there, a couple things. First off, you heard it. Damien Woody's saying he's playing the best in the NFC at the quarterback position right now. I will make the argument that, yes, he deserves consideration, but I'm going to go with the guy in Minnesota right now.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, what do you need to do to get your career back on track, Zach?
Leave the Panthers.
Just leave Carolina, man. It's true. Baker Mayfield, and now you're seeing it obviously with Sam Darnold. I got to give the knock to still Sam Darnold. That team right now, what they're doing, going into Green Bay, even though they held on, Sam Darnold's doing tremendous things. But you could make an argument then that Jayden Daniels is still up there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm going through it right now. You go through the rest of the NFC East, he's playing better than the other three quarterbacks.
Without a doubt.
You go to the NFC North, you're talking about, okay, Jordan Love came back from the injury, had his ups and downs. Jared Goff has not been that elite performance. They got a great run game. I love Jared Goff, right?
Caleb Williams obviously hasn't been the best.
Hasn't been the best. And you go to the NFC West, and Stafford's having up and downs, and he doesn't have his receivers, his main guys, Kupp and Puka.
Yeah.
Top two right now is actually very realistic when you go through the list right now.
Yeah.
Shirts and pants, man. You kidding me?
And it's crazy, kind of this early season, like the contender-pretender conversation is always in full swing over the first 4 weeks, 6 weeks of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you got to give these guys credit where it's due. Like, they're playing really good football right now. And, I couldn't feel happier for Sam Darnold and what, especially getting out of Carolina and that whole situation and revitalizing his career there and having a Minnesota team that, again, a lot of people were expecting it to be Darnold, and then at some point maybe McCarthy would have stepped in late in the season. But hey, this is the Sam Darnold show from now on. And then you have Matt Stafford, who, it's DeMarcus Robinson, Tutu Atwell, Tyler Johnson, Colby Parkinson. Those are the guys he's working with right now. And he's still putting up numbers. There are a lot of teams that are banged up across the league, and the quarterback play that we're seeing from some of these guys, they're putting that Superman cape on, much like we've seen here in Baltimore with Lamar Jackson, and they're doing their thing.
They are doing their thing. There's no doubt about it, man. And it's also now that Jayden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, I know it's the teams that are facing off, but they're going to be on the same football field in 2 weeks coming to Baltimore. That is going to be to me, that's not – there's bias here, obviously, but that's going to be one of the best matchups of the week by far, hands down. And I'm so happy for Scary Terry, man. Terry McLaurin, man.
Finally.
And there's a trust there. And Dan Quinn, new ownership, Adam Peters, the head of football operations, Josh Harris, the owner, things are changing in Washington. And I think that it's good for the game. But Jayden Daniels, how can you not root for him? Last thing I wanted to say, how about experience, though? The amount that Jayden Daniels has played in college, the expectations he had to face going there after Joe Burrow was there. And they were trying to find a guy that would have that elite profile. Now, they didn't get to that place that they wanted to go from a national championship standpoint, but he did win the Heisman. And the comparison to him and Lamar is their dynamics with their arm and the ability to run. I got to tell you what, Jayden Daniels is, it's no knock to we know Lamar right now. He's one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. We said it's him and Mahomes for me, top two. Jayden Daniels right now as a rookie is more polished than Lamar was as a rookie throwing the football. Right at this moment. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's not being unfair at all. Dude's a beast. Dude is an absolute beast. And I like seeing, I was going to play this clip about their offensive line talking about it, but I think everyone gets the point. Andrew Wiley was just saying it's the most fun he's had playing football right now.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it be? You're out there, you're the underdog seemingly every week, and yet they just find ways to win. And it is fun football. You talked about when it's 15-plus drives without punting the football, when the defense is going out there playing with fire. The offense, I mean, as an offensive lineman, you'd love it because you miss a block slightly, a guy gets past you, and Jayden Daniels just beats him to the edge and no harm, no foul. If you're a Commanders fan, you have to feel incredible at the direction this team's going. I mean, we talked about preseason. We weren't sure through the offseason what this team was going to be like, what was really going to happen in Washington. If that, did they make the right choice at head coach? Did they make the right choice getting Daniels over May? People forget that it wasn't a foregone conclusion that it was Daniels was the second quarterback. People thought that maybe Drake May gets picked second. It just everything right now seems to be going well for Washington. And like you said, Terry McLaurin, I feel best for him because he's gone through so much crap. He literally is just a revolving door at quarterback for him. Almost prior to this season, it was weekly. It felt like there was a new quarterback throwing him the ball. So he finally got talented quarterback, and that team looks good. That team looks very good.
They look damn good.